Hey everybody. Today, as you can see, I am working on the next project that I have. Some birdhouse gourds. And today, I finally took those gourds that I had grew last year. And they dried over the winter. And I saved them. And the other day, I went to a hardware store and I got the tool that cuts out a hole. So I'm going to turn these into birdhouse gourds, and I'll provide a link for you down below on some better details on how to do this project. As you can see, this is the first step in my project. If we can look down in there, I cleaned out the insides after I made the hole, and now I'm going to scrub them up, and hopefully when they dry in a few days, I'm going to put some paint on them. And this is a really cool project for kids and adults, but you got to have a lot of patience. These are all the seeds that I got, and yes, I'm wearing gloves. So I'm going to replant these seeds and also let you know how they do. So thanks again for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day today. Bye. Okay, so just to give you an idea about gourd planting, I had a area in my backyard this year that is kind of fenced off. So I decided to just grow gourds in and around it to make things a little bit easier. Because the last time I grew gourds, they were all over the place. And I lost a lot of them because of, we just kept running them over with the lawnmower by accident. As you can see, all along the fence line, Elmo, shh, there's a line of gourds that I've planted. And let's see. Hey, Emily. And there's some more over here that are just starting to come up. And I planted 3 or 4 different types of gourds. Some are the birdhouse gourds, and as you can see, they're getting those extra leaves on them. And some are the apple gourds, and some of the bold gourds. And there's some giant gourd varieties that I found. And I'll put online for you all the places where I was able to purchase the gourd seeds from. Once you've washed and dried and cleaned your gourds, then you want to paint them with a white primer paint. So that way when you start adding your colors and designs, the colors will be really bright and vibrant. So on to the fun stuff. You washed and cleaned your gourds and let them dry. You painted them with a white primer paint. And most of the times the gourds do have a flat bottom base and they will stand up on their own. But I just use this bowl to kind of, help me as we go along. And remember, you have to have used your handy dandy drill. And I think I show you that in another part of the video. And then you can put your holes into your gourd. You drill your holes in there. And you can either do, like I did with this one, I'm going to let this one be a birdhouse, a bird feeder, because I thought it was a little too small for the birds. So I just cut a hole there, I just kind of painted, and I have my my little wire hanging on there, so that's cool. Let's see, is that going to sit up or roll away? Sorry, this table's a little leaning. And then here's some other gourds I've been working on. And you can keep your design simple or complex, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy. But be sure, start with your primer, then put your colors on, and you probably want to spray it with an acrylic seal. And below in the instructions, I'm going to give you lists and links to all the stuff that I use to make this. And then here's another one that I'm working on. I think it's bigger, so I'm going to use this. You can kind of tell the size difference. I'm going to use this one as a birdhouse. And how do you get these really groovy designs on here? Let me show you. As you can tell, I'm outside and my neighbor's dog is having a fit. But anyway, I just wanted to show you how I got these very intricate designs onto here. Well, a nifty little trick, because I can't draw worth a gosh darn. I Xeroxed or printed some flowers patterns off of the internet, and I got some carbon paper, and they have this in the store. Carbon paper, remember that? They have this in the craft shop. So I basically just use a piece of painter's tape because you want to kind of hold it in place, and tape the carbon paper to there. And you can take a pen or a pencil, any device, and all you're going to do, let me do this on another one because I'm just about done with that one, is lay the design, the whole thing, directly onto the gourd. And then just trace along. And remember, because I printed this from my printer, I can just print other ones when I end up having too much ink on here. And this is the easiest way to get just about any design you want onto your gourds. And you can do this in the house. I just decided to come outside today. It was such a nice day. Okay, and ta-da! Now you see you have your design. So now you're ready to go ahead and start painting. Hope you can see that, where I drew that on there. And here are some of the ones that I had finished and started painting. And I think this is going to look really groovy when it's done. So once again, it's really that easy and simple. Here's another one I'm working on. Some really cute designs. This will be a cool birdhouse, I think. Some bird will just love it. So enjoy. I hope you enjoyed today's segment. And please make sure you stop by and come back again. And just to show you again how to get those nifty designs onto your birdhouse gourd, I am not the world's greatest artist. Don't even let me try to fool you on that one. But just download or print a image that you like onto your printer, just plain paper. And you need some carbon paper. They have this in the craft store. It's really cheap. And I just used some painter's tape and taped it together so it'll hold steady. And then just find where you want to on your gourd. Just kind of tape it down to hold it in place. See if I can do this. And you're just going to trace the outline. I know I'm using a pen, but it's no big deal, because if this ends up with too many ink lines on it or whatever, I'll just print another one and start over. And of course, by printing the design with your printer, you can make the design smaller, larger, whatever. Okay, and see, that's all I did was just trace with a pen or a pencil onto the gourd. And now you have a really good way, what would you call it? Design, outline on how to start, painting on your gourds. So your flowers, your designs, and then you can just decorate them a little bit more. I cheated a little bit here. I used a Sharpie pen after I painted it, so that would stand out more. So, and then here's one. I just kind of put this on here freehand, some little drawings. And that's all there is to it. So gourds design and crafting can be fun. You can make a gourd birdhouse. Move this big one out of the way. You can make a gourd birdhouse, or you can make a gourd feeder. And I'm sure there's a zillion other things you can do with your gourds. Once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. And I hope you have a lovely arts and crafts project kind of day. Bye. And here's my groovy birdhouse gourd, a bird feeder gourd that I made. Overall, I think it came out really nice. And I grew the gourds myself. I bet the birds can't wait. Now I have to go buy some bird seed.